Do you live in the Philippines? Do you want to grow your own vegetables? Hello gardeners, we are back with a new topic, and the topic is all about least important vegetable crops in the Philippines. In this episode, I will also mention all requirements for growing vegetables in the Philippines, like planting calendars, climate requirements, and soil texture for your crops. Let's begin. The first vegetable in the list is the cabbage. The climate requirements for cabbage is cool moist, and the planting calendar is from September to January, and soil texture must be clay loam. Next one, we have the Chinese cabbage. The climate requirements for Chinese cabbage is cool moist, and the planting calendar is from September to January, and the soil texture must be silty loam. The next one, we have the cauliflower. The climate requirements for cauliflower is cool moist climate, and the planting calendar is October to December, and soil texture must be silty loam. Next, we have the celery. The climate requirements for celery is cool climate, and the planting calendar is from January to April, and the soil texture must be silty loam. Next, we have the mustard. The climate requirements for mustard is climate with distributed rainfall. The planting calendar is all year round, and the soil texture is silty loam. Next one, we have the petchay. The climate requirements for petchay is climate with distributed rainfall, and the planting calendar is all year round, and the soil texture is loam or sandy loam. Next is the pepper hot or sili labuyo. The climate requirements for sili labuyo is mild climate, and the planting calendar is all year round, and soil texture is loam or sandy loam. We have the pepper sweet or bell pepper. The climate requirements for bell pepper is mild climate, and the planting calendar is September to January, and the soil texture is sandy loam. Next, we have the tomato. The climate requirements for tomato is mild climate, and the planting calendar is November to February, and the soil texture is sandy loam. Next is bitter melon or ampalaya. The climate requirements for ampalaya is mild climate, and the planting calendar is all year round. Soil texture is silty loam. Asparagus. The climate requirements for asparagus is cool microclimate, and the planting calendar is all year round, and the soil texture must be sandy loam and silty. Carrots. The climate requirements for carrots is microclimate, and the planting calendar is all year round. Soil type sandy loam. Next is cassava or kamoteng kahoy. The climate requirements for cassava is warm climate with enough rainfall. Planting calendar is from October to March, and the soil texture is clay loam. Alukbati or Ceylon spinach. The climate requirements for alukbati is warm season, and the planting calendar is from October to March. Soil texture clay loam and silty loam. Next is sweet corn. The climate requirements for sweet corn is warm climate, and the planting calendar is from May to July. Soil texture is sandy loam and silty loam. Next one is the cucumber. The climate requirements for cucumber is mild climate. The planting calendar is from September to October, and the soil texture is sandy loam and silty loam. Garlic. The climate requirements for garlic is mild climate, and the planting calendar is from October to March, and the soil texture is sandy loam and silty. Ginger or luya. The climate requirements for luya is warm, and the planting calendar is from October to March, and the soil texture is sandy or silty. Soy bean. The climate requirements for soy bean is warm, and the planting calendar is from May to July, and soil texture is sandy loam to clay loam. Patola or sponge gourd. The climate requirements for patola is warm, and the planting calendar is from September to October, Soil texture is sandy clay loam. Calabaza or squash. The climate requirements for calabaza is warm and the planting calendar is from October to March, and soil texture is clay. Kangkong or swamp cabbage. The climate requirements for kangkong is rainfall and the planting calendar is from May to July, and the soil texture is sandy loam. Sweet pea or chicharo. The climate requirements for chicharo is cool and the planting calendar is all year round. Soil texture sandy loam and silty loam. Sweet potato or kamote. The climate requirements for kamote is warm climate and the planting calendar is from November to January, and soil texture is sandy loam and silty loam. Taro or gabi. The climate requirements for gabi is warm climate and the planting calendar is all year round, and soil texture is sandy loam. Okra. The climate requirements for okra is warm and the planting calendar is all year round, and the soil texture is sandy loam to silty loam. Next, we have the cauliflower. The climate requirements for cauliflower is cool moist climate and the planting calendar is October to December, and the soil type is silty loam. Now that you know the least important vegetable crops in the Philippines, start up your garden. And by doing this, you can educate and encourage the future generation to grow vegetables that are environmentally beneficial to health. That's it for today. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Again, this is Jesman P. Bautista and I hope you find this video helpful.